Welcome back, everybody. The tension between the U.S. and Pakistan, it's really growing. Pakistani military commanders are, in fact, holding a special meeting today over allegations that their spy agency helped insurgents attack American targets in Afghanistan. And all of this is happening as Pakistan warns the United States against sending any ground troops into their country to fight militants. Joining us now, Fox News military analyst and retired U.S. Navy Captain Chuck Nash. Captain Nash, great to see you. Good morning.
Nice to be back with you, Jamie.
They're having this meeting today, and U.S. officials are pretty sure that they played a role in attacks that happened on U.S. interests. How strained are our relationships with Pakistan, the officials, and also their intelligence sources?
Probably worse than they've been for a long time, maybe ever. It's really tough right now because if you look at it, Secretary of Defense Panetta, our ambassador to Islamabad, and most recently the chairman of the Joint Chiefs have all directly accused the Pakistanis of being involved in the attacks that have occurred recently in Afghanistan, much like the Indians did on the attacks in Mumbai. Now, different groups were used, but it appears that cell phone and some forensic evidence after the attacks have led directly back to the ISI, which you point out is a branch of the Pakistani military.
In the meantime, though, the government of Pakistan insists that they severed all ties with militants after 9/11. Are they looking into it at least?
Well, I think this is such a difficult situation. There probably is a segment of the Pakistani government that may be deluded into thinking that this break took place. But I think in the main, the ISI is very much involved with the Haqqani network to the west and the northwest of their country and Lashkar-e-Taiba in Kashmir, because they use those ex-warlords, now gangster/militias, as soldiers, foot soldiers in a proxy war. So they're not going to give this up. The United States used the Haqqani network through the ISI when the Soviets were in Afghanistan. So these guys have they support themselves with everything from real estate and car sales to murder and kidnapping for hire.
So they have a strong foothold, pretty much.
Oh,
and if they're the problem for us, we're in a bit of a bind, aren't we? Because we need to get our supplies to Afghanistan through Pakistan very often. How fine a line are we working with here? And what if we had to send troops into Pakistan? Sounds like they won't have it.
Jamie, you're defining what really is the problem. We need the Pakistani government. The Pakistani government doesn't want us kicking that hornet's nest that's that whole section of the country that's run, taxed, and controlled by the Haqqani network. Because if we do, then the Haqqani network's going to turn on the Pakistani government to get us off their backs. So this thing really is a mess. This is not a clean situation at all, and it's very, very tenuous.
Just quick prediction, will our troops have to enter?
I think we will. We're going to have to start whacking these guys, because part of what we're saying is these guys are doing this because they're losing the main thrust, which is their political leverage with the Taliban to be part of a future government in Afghanistan. Well, if that's the case, then keep the press on them and keep killing them. If that isn't the case, you better be really careful or the pin gets pulled from this grenade.
No one could have put it like that. Captain Chuck Nash, thank you so much.